Hello, everybody. It is me, Pacific. Lord Master, thank you for responding. I watched your video, and I will take it at face value. And okay, you came out. I thought it was you that made that because it had Lore Master on it, and I think you're right. Obviously, that somebody watched both our channels. They've also linked it to the guy that was involved with my son, who I am going to judge is not a good individual. I don't know if he did it, but I thought it was you. Several of my fans actually found that. I didn't know who made it. They tuned me onto the site. I looked at it. I'm like, my gosh. So I don't know who's doing it. My premise was whoever's doing it and is in hiding is a coward, and they are. Posting addresses, phone numbers, stuff like that is ridiculous. And I don't know why they're doing it, and it's crazy. But I respect you for getting back to me on that. And as far as the bus driving and stuff, and well, let's talk about the judging. I do judge, and I did a video explaining what is right judgment and wrong judgment, and I'll be fair. There are times I've made a wrong judgment, like now. I assumed you did it. There's times I've thought somebody was very rude, and I got to know them, found out they were pretty nice. I'm very opinionated, and there are times I've made some comments about certain other people, certain other personalities, and part of that comes from growing up in my environment, and some of it being rejected, some of it being bullied and teased in my life. And so there tends to be a defensiveness on my part. I'll be the first to admit it. But, and I'm sorry that I said some very cutting things about your physique and other things, because when I saw that page, yeah, I was pretty mad. I'm like, wow, if people want to cut and splice my videos and put together a collage, I don't care. But I want you to understand that I have fans that are human beings, just like you and me, all the way ranging from teens, which I don't spend time communicating with because they're minors, all the way up until, mid-50s. YouTube is a forum, as you know, for a host of ages. And I spend a lot of time here. In the last so many years, I've noticed that society's changed, and I am a very sociable person, but people are different. I don't drink. That cuts me out of the drinking crowd. I am conservative and have Christian beliefs. You don't believe in a God? Well, people who don't believe in a God typically don't want to hang out with somebody who does. I mean, there's just some things that are just what I call normal things, A lot of black people are going to tend to hang out with black people and not so much with whites, and vice versa. I'm different. I will cross lines. As far as me driving a bus, did I see me doing that at my age? Never thought about it. I just put one foot in front of the other and just go. I've done a bit of everything. And, if you can do better than that, I'm not going to look down on you for that. And I'm defensive when I feel that somebody's attacking in a mean-spirited way, and I thought you did that. And I thank you for saying you didn't. And if you didn't, awesome. It was told to me that Kimberly Ann on that page was your girlfriend, and I was really mad. I was like, okay, I've talked about my ex. I have no apologies for that, because what I said was true. But when I saw that somebody made a page about this woman, I was like, holy cow. And locating the apartment complex she lived in Gilroy, California, I was like, I thought, if you're doing that, I was like, you got to be kidding me. What I didn't understand is why you didn't come out right away and say, hey, whoa, I didn't make this. So it made you look suspect, because I said to several of my viewers, somebody wrote me an email hinting at threats saying, you don't even know it was Lore Master. And I'm like, well, I'm waiting for an admission, and I'm not hearing anything. And admittedly, maybe I should have waited. Maybe I should have contacted you direct and said, did you do this? But I didn't think to, because it had Lore Master as the footprint on it. I was like, okay. And if you type in Lore Master under Encyclopedia Dramatica, it pulls up the two sites, the one against me and the one against Kimberly Ann. So understand that. And again, I did not see your apology video. That was communicated to me supposedly 2 months after, or some time after you put it up. I went to your channel just to look. I didn't see it. And I'm like, oh, he must have taken it down. And somebody said, yeah, I see he's taking it down. So I never came back to your channel to see what you were doing, like you said about me. I'm not into the MGTOW thing, and I'm not against somebody for having their philosophy. I may disagree, and I may make points about it. Also, it was said in there, Lore Master, a.k.a. Minor People, that was showed up, and I immediately thought, oh, great, so Lore Master was Minor People. So I made the assumption, well, he's the one that got his videos removed for saying things about me as a bus driver under Atlantic Ocean, whatever. Please understand my premise, that when all this stuff's coming out, I'm like, holy cow, this is getting ridiculous. I don't know who it is then. I have some ideas, but I thought it was you. I will take you at face value. I'll take your word. I would never expect you to delete your channel. That is not what I want. Your channel's your channel, and you should continue it. It's a hobby. That's all it is with me. Right now, at this stage in life, because of the way things are in our society, I don't party. I don't drink. I'm not saying you do. I don't know. Somebody had said you struggle with alcoholism, whatever. We all struggle with something. So it's not that I'm going, oh, I'm better than you. I don't know you. I was just going off stuff that was coming back through the page going, wow, this guy is really coming after me. And my philosophy is, and that, you know, for me to not say anything is to be considered a coward. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry for framing you. If indeed you did not do it, you say you didn't, so I have to take you at face value. And I can't read any of that. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to mention you anymore. No mention of your name, nothing. I will go back and pull the videos down where I specifically know that on the front end, the titles I blast you, I'll get rid of them. I don't have a problem with that. Because it's not that I'm here to prove anything. I just expect people to disagree with me. That's what makes the whole channel. You know, like you said, and I've said it. There's almost 7 billion people in the world. I don't expect everybody to be my fan. But self-validation, I was reacting because I thought somebody is being downright, like you said, low and dirty. And like I said, if I knew your address, I'm not going to do anything that's going to bring harm to your house. If anything, I might send you an unaddressed letter and say, you know what? If you're doing this stuff, you need to cool it. It's not right. But threats. But nevertheless, water under the bridge. Thank you for your response. And as far as I'm concerned, can we shake hands, call truce, agree to disagree, and go our ways? And I have no problem with that. I don't hold you accountable for that. You know, if you did it, take it down. That's all I ask. Get rid of the page. I have appealed to whoever's done it, whether it's Vil Christ or whoever. I don't know. I don't know if Vil Christ did it. We don't know who did it. I don't think it was Vil Christ. I don't think that, you know, he's doing much of anything, but he's got his own problems. That being said, thank you for your response. I accept it. And if you will, accept my handshake across the internet to say, truce, it's done. Okay? So thank you. Thank you for being reasonable. And that ends this. Now it's my goal to find out who did it. I mean, what can I say? Have a good day. And whatever your goals are, I hope at 50 years old, you're farther ahead than I am. And I mean that. I admit there's people that have done better than me, and I respect them for it. But please don't think because I'm 50 I have no life because I comment on YouTube. I like to talk. And sometimes the gift of gab isn't well received by others, so I can make these videos, kind of get out whatever's going through me. And sometimes there's a corrective process. There's other viewers who actually call me and tell me, well, you know what, you might want to think about this. There's viewers that have told me you might want to pull that video, or you might want to rephrase it this way. So I do listen to people, and I listen to you. Thank you for taking the time, and you take care. This is Pacific signing off. Bye-bye.